The human soldier named Aaron stood at the edge of the landing platform of the frontier outpost, watching the night sky shift from deep violet to a brighter hue as the twin moons climbed upward and spread pale light over the metallic grounds. He had been stationed there for weeks, yet the air still felt different from any human world he had known. It tasted faintly sweet, like fruit left in warm air, yet it carried a sharp bite that reminded him the place was still dangerous. Aaron had received a call earlier from command, telling him to expect a high-ranking guest from the allied empire of the Karen. They were an ancient species known for discipline, pride, and near-legendary combat skill. Humans had only met them a generation ago, and ever since, stories had spread through every military unit about their unmatched warriors and stern leaders. Still, nothing in those stories mentioned the possibility that the next Karen guest might be royalty. A sleek transport vessel appeared above the platform and descended smoothly. Its hull shimmered with a faint blue glow. The engines quieted, and the ramp slid open. From within stepped soldiers clad in ceremonial armor with faint silver markings that shifted like ripples on water. They formed two lines and stood motionless. Then she emerged. Aaron had seen aliens before, but never one like her. She stood tall with posture straight as a blade. Her uniform was a hybrid of royal design and military form, marked with the insignia of a general. Her eyes, bright like molten amber, surveyed the platform with calm authority. Her skin had a faint iridescent quality, making the moonlight dance across her features. The officers nearby bowed their heads. Aaron followed their lead. The Princess General walked forward with controlled steps. When she stopped before Aaron, she studied him in silence. It was a long, measured silence. He wondered if he had done something wrong in how he stood or saluted. But then she spoke. "You are the human soldier called Aaron." Her tone held both command and curiosity. Aaron answered with steady voice, "Yes, Princess General." She stepped closer to Aaron's surprise. She leaned forward, just enough that her words reached only him. "My father always spoke of you." Aaron stiffened. He had never met her father. He had never met any Karen royalty. He wondered if she had mistaken him for someone else. Still, her gaze suggested no uncertainty. She looked at him with a conviction so clear that Aaron felt the weight of responsibility settle over him. Officers escorted the Princess General to the main hall, and Aaron followed at her request. Inside, the air hummed with energy fields and faint light panels. The Karen escort guards lined the walls. Human officers filled the center. No one dared speak unless addressed. The Princess General raised a hand. "Leave us." Every officer, human and Karen, obeyed. Only Aaron remained. When the hall door shut, she turned toward him with a softened expression. "You have his eyes," she said. "His strength, too." Aaron tried to understand. "I am sorry, Princess General, but I never knew your father." She approached until she stood a step away. Her amber eyes held a gentler glow. "My father led the first contact mission to your world, years before you were born. He returned wounded. He said a human saved his life. A young soldier, quiet in manner but fearless when the moment demanded. His last days were spent telling me the story. The soldier's name was Aaron. That is why I believed you were him, or connected to him. The name is rare in our records." Aaron understood slowly. "My grandfather served in the early contact days. His name was Aaron. Perhaps he is the one your father spoke of." Her gaze brightened. "It must be so. My father said the human who saved him carried an unusual calm, even under danger. He said that humans shaped his view of your kind. He told me humans fight not because they desire war, but because they protect what matters. He said he saw that truth in one soldier." I grew up guided by those words. She stepped closer, expression firm. "My father admired your grandfather. That is why I've come. I must decide whether the Karen and humans strengthen their alliance or drift apart under rising tension. I wish to meet the successor of the one he trusted most." Aaron felt the weight of her expectations, yet he also felt a strange sense of connection, as if history had placed them in the same hall, with purpose. "I will answer anything you need to know." She gestured toward a narrow walkway leading out of the hall. "We will walk. I wish to see how you respond when no one is watching." They exited through the side door into a long corridor illuminated by soft blue lights. The panels along the walls depicted the early Alliance battles, Karen warriors charging beside human soldiers. It reminded Aaron of what had been won, and what still needed to be defended. The Princess General walked beside him with measured steps. "You humans are curious. Your empire is expanding faster than any recorded civilization. Your discovery of the new warp lanes changes the balance of power." Aaron nodded. "Our leaders believe cooperation is the best path. We do not seek conflict with our allies." "And yet," she said with faint intensity, "I sense caution within your people. My council senses it too. They believe humans hide intentions beneath diplomacy. They fear your empire will grow too strong." Aaron answered with steady tone. "We fear the same from other powers. That is why trust matters. Alliance cannot survive fear alone." The Princess General paused, her eyes softened. "You speak in a way that reminds me of my father. He said humans had a way of seeing truth inside tension. He said trust is forged not by grand speeches, but by shared risk." She began walking again. Aaron kept pace. They reached a balcony overlooking the outpost's outer field. Wind stirred the metallic grass across the horizon. A storm brewed with blue lightning dancing through clouds. The Princess General leaned on the railing. She looked distant for a moment, as if seeking strength from the sky. "The Karen Empire is divided," she said. "Some wish to strengthen partnership. Others wish to withdraw. A few want dominance if I choose poorly. War may follow. My father told me to trust humans. Yet the pressure from the council grows." Aaron considered her words carefully. "Your decision carries great weight, but whatever you choose, it should be guided by what you believe, not by fear." She turned to him. "You speak boldly for a soldier of your rank." "I speak honestly, if we are allies." "Then honesty must be our foundation." The storm wind swept across the balcony. Her hair, dark with faint silver sheen, shifted in the gust. She did not look away from him. "You stand without trembling before a Princess General. That is uncommon." Aaron replied calmly. "I stand before someone seeking truth. Your rank does not change that. You deserve honesty like anyone." Something shifted in her expression, a faint warmth, subtle yet clear. She stepped closer. "Aaron, son of the one who saved my father, tell me why humans fight for allies beyond their own borders." "Because we remember our past," he answered. "Because once we stood alone against threats too. Strong for us allies pulled us through. We learned that strength shared is strength multiplied. We fight for those who stand beside us. We protect unity because we know the cost of losing it." Her eyes widened slightly. "Your answer carries weight. It feels like the words my father once spoke. He believed humans would become a pillar for the galaxy. He told me that long before your empire grew, perhaps he saw a future we now approach." Thunder echoed across the sky. The balcony vibrated faintly. The Princess General stared into the storm. "Aaron, I want you to accompany me on my mission to the Council. If I am to defend Alliance, I must show them a human who embodies the values my father respected. You have shown courage and clarity. I need both." Aaron breathed slowly to accompany her meant stepping into political tension far beyond his rank. Still, he understood the importance. "I accept. I will serve however needed." The Princess General nodded. Her voice softened again. "You carry your grandfather's legacy well. He would be proud to see his strength in you. My father believed humanity would be key in shaping future peace. I will stand for that future, and you will stand with me." They left the balcony and walked back into the hall. Officers waited, silent and composed. The Princess General lifted her head, authority restored. This human soldier will accompany me to the Karen Council. He represents the spirit of humanity. Prepare for departure." No one questioned her orders spread across the outpost as teams prepared the transport vessel. While the preparations continued, Aaron remained by her side. She glanced at him with a calm he had not seen earlier. "My father said the human who saved him had a simple way of standing, still as stone, yet ready to act when needed. You have that same stance? I know now that I chose correctly in coming here," Aaron answered with quiet confidence. "I will do all possible to help secure peace." She placed a hand briefly over her chest. "A Karen gesture of respect. You already have." The transport vessel hummed to life. The ramp lowered. The Princess General walked up first. Aaron followed as they entered. She spoke once more in a low voice. Only he could hear. "You are no longer here by coincidence. You are part of the path my father foresaw. We will face challenges. But I trust you. My father always spoke of your family for a reason. Now I see why." The doors closed. Engines rose in pitch. The craft lifted from the platform with smooth precision. Aaron looked through the narrow window as the outpost shrank beneath them. The world glowed with stormlight, and the sky opened wide ahead. The Princess General stood beside him, her posture calm, her presence steady. Together, they flew toward the heart of an empire where fate and diplomacy would collide. Two individuals bound by the legacy of a past act of courage. Two voices ready to speak for